Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today I've got the version 85 release notes and status. We are going to take a look at all of the information in this update, and there are a lot of exciting things, honestly. This may be one of the best updates, so we're going to talk about them all in detail. Real quick, before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Alright, so as far as the status goes, it does say that effective April 10th at 9 a.m. UTC, the update is now out for both iPhone and Android. If you are unable to update, please do not delete the game, as this may result in lost progress. On April 7th at 12:30 p.m. UTC, Android rollout started. We hope to do the same for iOS soon. So this video is actually going out on April 10th. And I did check a couple things in game and I didn't see anything updated for me. So my expectation is that it should go live in game at some point within the next week or so. That's typically what we see from these types of updates. If anybody has any additional information about that, definitely post a comment down below. All right, so as far as what we are going to see, first up, we've got the Windfall Temple is unsealed. In the first temple event, complete 3 battles to clear a chamber in advance. Play the battles in any order, but be warned, they get progressively harder, so choose your order wisely. So the temple event has been out for, I think, like 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 months. That's the Mahayota family with Ustad Anand and Bonga and Devyani and all those heroes. And this event was supposed to come out with the timing of when that portal came into the game, but I guess it wasn't ready yet. And it does seem like it's going to be a pretty intricate event. So be on the lookout for that when it comes into the game. We'll have to see what that looks like in real time. Next up, we've got Challenge of the Toons. This is something that I am personally very excited about because we are going to be getting finally an update to some older heroes. A new costume quest emerges featuring heroes who have been transformed into Toons. Obviously, we've had the Season 1 heroes, but now we've got additional families that will be getting Toon costumes. So summon new costumes with an empowered Toon passive skill. There are going to be Season 2 heroes, Season 3 heroes, and then also some older heroes of the month. I know Hell was one of them specifically. Another one that was tested in beta was Ariel. She's from Season 2, so it'll be interesting to see what the costume bonus on those heroes look like, but I would expect it to be up to date with the brand new heroes that are in the game, maybe even a little bit better, honestly. So I definitely would not be surprised if the total individual power of those heroes was over 1700. And it's going to be very interesting to see the progression of these new Toons that come into the game, because if you think about some of the overpowered Season 3 heroes like Lord Loki and Alfrike, we could be seeing a comeback for some of those heroes, which is honestly kind of exciting. All right, next up, we've got Platinum. When the trader comes to visit, if you part with the valuable items they need, you'll be rewarded with precious platinum. Use it to purchase powerful items in the platinum shop. So what is this, you ask? Because that doesn't really actually give a lot of information. This is something that was in beta and I think is probably still currently in beta, or maybe not. But what you'll be able to do is trade in lower value items for increased value items, similar to like Alchemy Lab, but you'll have the opportunity to get more valuable items such as Ascension items and Ethers. I've even heard of Alpha Ethers being as one of the items that you could get in this Platinum shop. As far as any type of limit that it will be, I don't know the information on that or how often you'll be able to do it. We're gonna have to see when it comes into the game on what that looks like. But either way, that is a huge upgrade for the game, in my opinion. And I do get the impression that you'll be able to choose your specific item that you want, which is a big win. I don't know that for certain, so don't quote me on that. If anybody from beta knows the information on that, definitely drop a comment down below, although anything could change also when it actually goes live in the game. Next up, we've got the Faded Dragon Summon. Inspired by the Faded Summon in Stronghold, this new Dragonspire feature makes up for many non-legendary summons by allowing players to choose from a list of legendary dragons and other prized materials. This is another big feature that I think is going to be a big win. You'll be able to choose dragons, and then there's also items, including ascension items that you'll be able to choose as well. That is going to be very interesting when it eventually comes into the game. Next up, we've got Hero League. Hero League returns with a summon where you can pick your own featured heroes. Featured heroes are battle ready from the start since they come double limit broken. That is going to be a very cool feature in my opinion, especially for newer players. It will definitely be very interesting to see the pool of players that will be eligible to be chosen as featured heroes. Next up, we've got the Alliance Quest Monster Lure. The Brave and Beautiful Alliance Quest has been infiltrated by mime imposters. Use a monster lure to unmask them and earn coins for defeating them. I don't know too much information on that. I don't know if it's going to be similar to like the random chests that you get in the challenge events where you get extra points. It says extra coins. So I'm guessing it means like the extra Alliance coins to do pulls, but I don't know if you're going to also get extra points for during the Alliance quest for the battle stages. So that will be interesting. And that will definitely add a new dynamic for any alliances that shoot for top 100 or higher. All right, next up, we've got the improvements and fixes, and there's a lot of stuff here. First, the original costume summon will be renamed as Classic Costume Summon. That change is to make way for the other new costumes or tunes that we're going to get for the Season 2, Season 3, and older Heroes of the Month. Next up, there will be a new training and crafting operations that may be started with the plus button, even when all previous operations are complete and uncollected. Affected buildings are training camps, Hero Academy, Forge, Hunter's Lodge, and Alchemy Lab. So in the past, if you forgot to load up your training camp, and this actually happened to one of my alliance mates recently, if you forgot to load up your training camp and if it ran out of time and if you had 5,000 feeders in there, you were forced to take all of those 5,000 feeders before re-adding any recruits to that training camp, and now that will not be the case. So that is definitely a big fix in my opinion. Next up, in the Dragon and Cave quest, Assist Dragon's mana speed has been increased to fast. It was previously at average speed. Next up, in Hero League battles, the tiebreaker starts after only 10 turns. That's a big win in my opinion, because those battles were so long and so drawn out. The tiebreaker started after 20 turns, I believe, previously. So after 10 turns, I think is going to be very good. Those battles will go much quicker because of that. Next up, we've got many season maps now unlock at an earlier province in the previous season. That will help out newer players. Next up, we've got extra damage healing from Growth Boon is no longer displayed separately, but is included in the initial value on screen. So my first initial thought was, okay, that doesn't really affect anything, but it actually does. I was talking to one of my alliance mates, Durin's Bane, and he brought up a very good and interesting point, because if you're going up against the Scoundrels or Slime Heroes, it will have an effect on that, because against the Slime Heroes, that first hit could trigger the Mega Minion to the Slime Hero, and then the second hit, or the whatever the boon effect, would damage the Mega Minion from there. But now it's just going to deal the damage and then give the Slime Hero a Mega Minion, or if it kills it because of the extra damage from the Growth Boon, then obviously that's a plus. As far as the Scoundrel family members, if you were to use somebody like Ustad Anand on a Scoundrel family member, and say they had 2,500 health, if the first hit from Ustad was for 2,000 and the second hit was for 800, then you would only get that 800 damage back to you. Now you're going to get the full 2,500 damage back to you. So that is something definitely to consider for the Scoundrel family members. That's going to add a very new dynamic in how you plan your specials against those heroes. Next up, we've got the viewing and offer in the shop now removes the exclamation point from the offers icon in the base view. Hero Academy now has a claim all button. That's a big win in my opinion. I know something small, but definitely something that I feel like should have already existed. Next up, once a quest is marked as completed, the promotional event started pop-up will no longer appear. The selection of supplies available in the shop now refreshes for all players at daily reset, which is the 7 a.m. UTC time. And last, we've got the improved barracks performance to reduce lag with any large number of troops. All right, next up, we've got the fixes. First, they fixed an issue where a hero in ghost form could take damage that overflowed from a hit that destroyed its last minion. Fixed an issue where the Shady Scoundrels cheat death passive code could deal damage to ghost forms. Chat will no longer refresh due to inactivity if a player is typing a message for several minutes. Fixed an issue where a one notification would get stuck on the shop icon. In War of Three Kingdoms event, the team power of heroes with morale boost now displays consistently in event and team edit screens. Unclaimed rewards from a previous War of Three Kingdoms event will now be automatically claimed before a player can sign up for the current event. And all Slime family heroes now have the increased use limit in contest of elements, regardless of the summon in which each Slime hero first appeared. A lot of information in this version 85 update. Again, this should be out within the next week or so, I would expect, if not even over the next couple days. The two big things that I am personally excited are the Platinum Shop, where you can trade in items for more valuable items, and then also the Dragonspire Fated Summon. Very curious to see what that looks like. Very excited. So we'll see what happens when that comes into the game. And that is it for the version 85 update release notes. Let me know what you all think of the new things coming into the game, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.